Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So Donald Trump just got away with something that he's accusing others of trying to do to him. I know, it's like, what else is new, right? Trump just got a pass on jailing one of his enemies to silence him. You guys will remember this. Trump's former attorney and fixer, Michael Cohen, had sued Trump plus his attorney general, Bill Barr. He sued other people in the Justice Department for throwing him in solitary confinement after he refused to sign away his rights to promote his book about Trump. Cohen claims that while he was out on home confinement, you might remember they released him because of COVID, and he has pre-existing health conditions. So he was released to home confinement even though his prison term hadn't ended. Well, he was called back to the prison, and they handed him a document that said, in essence, you can remain free if you agree not to discuss anything about your book. That was his first book called Disloyal. The document stated, quote, no engagement of any kind with the media, including print, TV, film, books, or any other form of media/news. Prohibition from all social media platforms, no posting on social media, and a requirement that you communicate with your friends and family to exercise discretion in not posting on your behalf or posting any information about you. The purpose is to avoid glamorizing or bringing publicity to your status as a sentenced inmate serving a custodial term in the community. So Cohen refused, and he said, this violates my First Amendment rights. I'm not going to do it, refused to do this. So prison authorities then informed him, not only are you going to be taken back into custody immediately, but you're going to be put in solitary confinement. And that's exactly what happened. Cohen sat in solitary for 16 days before his attorney was able to secure his release again. And the judge who finally agreed to release him was Alvin Hellerstein. He found in his decision to release Cohen, he said that, quote, the purpose of transferring Mr. Cohen from furlough and home confinement to jail is retaliatory. And it's retaliatory because of his desire to exercise his First Amendment rights to publish a book and to discuss anything about the book or anything else he wants on social media and with others. However, in November of 2022, Trump appointed Judge Louis Lyman disagreed, and he dismissed Cohen's lawsuit. So Cohen appealed Lyman's decision. Unfortunately, the appeals panel has now agreed with Judge Lyman, even though they mention significant separation of powers concerns. But they found that the laws cited by Cohen didn't necessarily apply to his case or his situation, primarily because he was able to take the matter to court. He was able to secure his release. That it doesn't matter, right? I mean, it doesn't give him back those 16 days. And what if Cohen couldn't afford to hire his own attorney? What if it was someone with limited means, someone using a public defender? Would they be as lucky as Cohen? Would they be out in 16 days? Or would that person sit in solitary for months on end, a year or more? And let's remember why Cohen went to prison to begin with. It was because of what he did for Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump cheated on Melania with a porn star after she had just given birth to their child. Cohen was used as basically the bag man to pay hush money to that porn star. Funny how MAGA always leaves that part out. Whenever they're slamming Cohen, they call him a liar and a convict. That kind of escapes them. That, yeah, who did he lie for? Why is he a convict? But for Trump's insecurity, Trump's need to try to prove his father wrong, because, I mean, I'm no psychoanalyst, but it doesn't take Sigmund Freud to figure this one out. right? I mean, he's so textbook, it's pathetic. I mean, it's clear he's totally insecure. He's trying to prove that he's not a failure. He's not this useless, moronic piece of shit that his father thought that he was. I mean, we all think so too. But clearly, he cares more about what his father thought of him. Obviously, if he didn't have that insecurity, he wouldn't be out cheating on all of his wives, and Cohen wouldn't have gone to prison. It's really simple. Anyway, so yeah, there are two tiers of justice in this country, and Trump is definitely the beneficiary of that tiered system. He gets away with jailing his enemies while the Democrats go and appoint a centrist wimp like Merrick Garland, someone who was afraid to look partisan, which is why now we are 11 months away from an election. We are bumping up again against another presidential election, and Trump is now just facing prosecution, possibly for his myriad crimes. If the Democrats were half as evil, half as conniving as the Republicans claim they are, they would have put in a complete partisan. They would have put in someone like Jack Smith. They would have put in someone who would drop the hammer and who wouldn't hesitate, as Merrick Garland did, and sit on his ass for 2 years, twiddling his thumbs. So it's ridiculous how lopsided it is. Anyway, Cohen says he is going to take this all the way to the Supreme Court, so we'll see what happens. We know who's on the Supreme Court, who the majority is. I don't have a whole lot of hope. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you possibly can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.